Our planet is facing a crisis, a silent loss that echoes through the animal kingdom. Every day, the world grows quieter as more species vanish, often without us even noticing. This loss is not just a distant tragedy, it's happening all around us, in forests, oceans, and grasslands. Animals are disappearing at an alarming rate, with some of the most unique and irreplaceable creatures on Earth teetering on the brink of extinction. Scientists estimate that dozens of species go extinct every single day. That's thousands each year, species lost forever, taking with them millions of years of evolution. This is a tragedy unfolding before our very eyes, a crisis that is both heartbreaking and urgent. It's a loss that threatens the delicate balance of nature, disrupting food chains and entire ecosystems that all life depends on. We are losing species faster than we can discover them. Many vanish before we even have a chance to learn their names or understand their roles in the web of life. The time to act is now. Every moment we wait, more species slip away, and the window for action narrows. The causes of this mass extinction are complex and interconnected, involving climate change, habitat destruction, pollution, and overexploitation. But there's one thing we know for sure. Human activities are the primary drivers. Our choices and actions have far-reaching impacts. From the rainforest to the oceans, our actions have consequences that ripple through the web of life, affecting creatures great and small. We are all connected to nature, and the loss of even a single species diminishes us all. Our future is intertwined with theirs. Imagine a world without the roar of lions, the trumpeting of elephants, or the songs of whales. These sounds are the heartbeat of our planet. It's a bleak picture, but one that we risk turning into reality if we don't change our ways. The silence left behind would be irreversible. The good news is, it's not too late. Around the world, people are fighting to protect and restore what remains. There's still time to reverse course, to protect the incredible diversity of life on Earth, and to ensure a healthy planet for generations to come. The future is in our hands. Imagine your home shrinking day by day, your backyard disappearing, replaced by concrete and buildings. The places you once played, explored, and found comfort in are now gone, replaced by unfamiliar structures and noise. This is the reality for countless animals around the world as they face habitat loss. Every year, more and more species are forced to adapt to rapidly changing environments, often with little success. As humans expand our footprint, we encroach upon wild spaces, leaving animals with nowhere to go. Roads, cities, and farms carve up the land, making it harder for wildlife to move, find food, or escape danger. Forests are cut down for timber, agriculture, and development. Ancient trees that once sheltered generations of animals are felled in a matter of hours. Wetlands are drained for farming and urban sprawl. These vital ecosystems, which filter water and provide homes for countless species, are disappearing at an alarming rate. Oceans are polluted and overfished. Marine habitats are being destroyed by plastic waste, oil spills, and unsustainable fishing practices, leaving sea life struggling to survive. This destruction fragments and destroys the homes of countless species, pushing them closer to the brink. Isolated patches of habitat make it nearly impossible for animals to thrive. Consider the plight of the orangutan in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra. These intelligent creatures depend on vast, unbroken forests to survive. These gentle apes are losing their homes at an alarming rate as forests are cleared for palm oil plantations. The demand for cheap products comes at a devastating cost to wildlife. As their habitat shrinks, so too do their chances of survival. With less space and fewer resources, orangutans face starvation, conflict with humans, and even extinction. But habitat loss isn't just about losing a place to live. It means losing safety, food, and the ability to raise young in a secure environment. It disrupts the delicate balance of ecosystems. When one species is pushed out, the entire web of life is affected, leading to unpredictable consequences. Animals lose their food sources, their breeding grounds, and their ability to find mates. Populations decline, and some species may vanish forever. The consequences are devastating and far-reaching. Habitat loss is not just an animal problem, it's a crisis that threatens the health of our entire planet. Our planet is warming at an unprecedented rate, with temperatures rising faster than at any point in recorded history. The consequences of this rapid warming are being felt across the globe, affecting every continent and ecosystem. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It's a present reality that's already impacting wildlife in profound and sometimes irreversible ways. For some animals, like the iconic polar bear, the effects are all too visible and heartbreaking. As sea ice melts at an alarming rate, polar bears are losing their hunting grounds and struggling to find food, forcing them to travel greater distances and expend more energy just to survive. Their populations are declining, and their future hangs in the balance as their habitat continues to shrink year after year. But climate change isn't just about melting ice caps or the plight of polar bears. It's about extreme weather events, shifting seasons, and altered ecosystems. Birds are migrating earlier than ever before. Flowers are blooming at different times, sometimes out of sync with the species that depend on them, and animals everywhere are struggling to adapt to these rapid, unpredictable changes in their environment. In the coral reefs, vibrant ecosystems teeming with life, climate change is causing widespread coral bleaching, threatening countless marine species. As ocean temperatures rise, corals expel the algae that give them their vibrant colors, leaving them vulnerable to disease and death. The loss of coral reefs means the loss of habitat for thousands of marine creatures, disrupting the balance of entire ocean ecosystems. We live in a world awash in pollution. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, our planet is contaminated with harmful substances that are taking a toll on wildlife. Plastic pollution is a particularly insidious threat. Every year, millions of tons of plastic end up in our oceans, where it entangles marine life, chokes seabirds, and disrupts entire ecosystems. But it's not just plastic that's poisoning our planet. Pesticides and herbicides, used widely in agriculture, are killing off insects, including vital pollinators like bees and butterflies. These chemicals contaminate our soil and water, poisoning wildlife and disrupting the delicate balance of nature. Heavy metals, industrial waste, and oil spills all contribute to a toxic cocktail that's threatening the health of animals around the world. The consequences are devastating, leading to birth defects, reproductive problems, and even death. Throughout history, humans have relied on animals for food, clothing, and other resources. But what was once a sustainable practice has, in many cases, become unsustainable exploitation. Driven by greed and demand for exotic pets, traditional medicines, and luxury goods, poachers are decimating wildlife populations around the world. Elephants are slaughtered for their ivory, rhinos for their horns, and tigers for their bones and skins. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry that thrives on secrecy and corruption. It's pushing some of the world's most iconic and endangered species to the brink of extinction. But it's not just poaching that's a problem. Overfishing is emptying our oceans, leaving behind a trail of destruction and threatening the livelihoods of coastal communities. From sharks to tuna, fish populations are plummeting, unable to keep up with the relentless demand. Imagine a garden overrun by weeds, choking out the native plants and disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. This is the threat posed by invasive species, plants and animals that are introduced to new environments where they have no natural predators or controls. Invasive species can wreak havoc on ecosystems, outcompeting native species for food and resources, introducing diseases, and altering habitats. They're a major driver of biodiversity loss and can have devastating economic impacts. Take, for example, the brown tree snake, accidentally introduced to the island of Guam after World War II. This highly adaptable predator has decimated native bird populations, causing the extinction of several species. Invasive species are often spread through human activities, such as global trade and travel. Once established, they can be incredibly difficult and costly to control. Prevention is key to protecting ecosystems from the threat of invasive species. The challenges facing wildlife are daunting, but there is hope. Around the world, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect endangered species, restore habitats, and educate the public about the importance of conservation. Protected areas, such as national parks and wildlife refuges, provide safe havens for wildlife and help to conserve biodiversity. Habitat restoration projects are working to repair damaged ecosystems and create corridors for animals to move freely. Anti-poaching units are on the front lines, risking their lives to protect endangered animals from poachers. Captive breeding programs are giving hope to critically endangered species, while education and awareness campaigns are changing hearts and minds. These efforts are making a difference, but we need to do more. We need to scale up conservation efforts, increase funding, and work together to address the root causes of biodiversity loss. The fate of wildlife lies not just in the hands of conservationists and policymakers. It's a shared responsibility that falls on each and every one of us. Even small actions can make a big difference. Reduce your carbon footprint by walking, biking, or taking public transportation whenever possible. Choose sustainable products and support companies that are committed to environmental responsibility. Educate yourself about endangered species in your area and get involved in local conservation efforts. Support organizations that are working to protect wildlife and their habitats. Most importantly, spread the word. Talk to your friends and family about the importance of wildlife conservation and inspire them to take action. Together, we can make a difference. The future of wildlife is in our hands. Let's choose to be the generation that turns the tide, that protects our planet's incredible biodiversity and ensures a healthy future for all.